Well friends, we have moved to the Pocket Option platform. In this video, we will try to increase our deposit from $50 to $500 or even more, depending on how it goes. So let's get started right away. We will start with the Euro-Dollar pair, which has an 86% payout. Today, I analyzed this currency pair. It is a non-test pair. And remember that I only trade on non-test pairs. Let's start with it and open a position right away. A little later, I will talk about the currency pair itself, the trend, how it has behaved today, what the current moment is, and why we will open a position in this way. Here, let me speak broadly. I will say right away that anyone who also wants to try to increase their deposit should better not do it. It is generally better not to attempt this. It is better to try to trade carefully and gradually from the same $50 rather than risk like this. Of course, you might succeed, but often the increase doesn't work out. Therefore, I advise you to trade at 1 to 2% rather than like I am trading now. This is just for the video, so let's get started. I will start with 1 minute and the second trade will be for 2 minutes. Let me clarify why I open these two trades. We open a 15-minute interval for this currency pair, and what do we see here? We see three lines that I have already placed here. These three lines correspond to the maximum and minimum. The two lines at the bottom are our minimums and the maximum is at the top, this line here. The maximum is our ceiling and the minimum, which is the first line here, is our floor. Here, the price behaved in a flat. Those who have watched my videos know what a flat is and how to trade during it. If you're interested and don't know how to trade, you can watch a very interesting video on my channel. You will understand how to trade in a flat and where it is better to trade in a flat, because many lose their money in a flat. In the next videos, I will show how to trade better in various situations. Here I marked the ceiling and the floor. When we have a flat, the price behaves in a wave-like manner, reaching the ceiling where you placed it. Here it is placed. By the way, the first trade is happening. I placed the ceiling here and the minimum here. So how does the price behave? It moves towards the ceiling, drops to the floor, again bounces from the floor to the ceiling, and again bounces from the ceiling to the floor. At times in a flat we have such breakouts. What is a breakout? When the floor or ceiling is broken, the trend either starts to completely change its course, meaning it begins to behave in one direction, only in one direction. As we can see, it has broken our floor here, so it should behave downwards here. But those who watched my video know that when one side is broken, either the ceiling or the floor, we have a very high chance that the trend will simply start to reverse and return to the original position where we have a flat. The second line represents a new minimum for us, our new floor, our basement so to speak, which is why I placed it at the bottom. Now let's move on to the 5-minute interval. At the 5-minute interval, we simply confirm the switch as they are indeed going. From the 5-minute interval, we will already be pushing in one direction. As we can see, our floor has been broken here. It has slowly started to reverse from the bottom, and then it began to return to the initial position. But by looking at the 5-minute candles, we can see how our candles are behaving. So here we mainly have candlestick analysis on the 5-minute interval. At the 15-minute interval, we observe the trend. At lines, charts and so on, analyzing how it has behaved, is behaving and will likely behave. On the 5-minute interval, we confirm with the candles where we are likely to open now. I opened the first two trades for an increase because I knew there had already been a reversal and it returned to the initial position in a flat situation right here. Therefore, I opened the first two trades for an increase there, from which, by the way, I have already gained plus $93 in my balance. And now we will most likely be watching the trend on the minute interval here because we see that the 5-minute candle has already had a very good pullback. There is still a minute left, so we will wait and see. And I will say right away that even though I talk a lot, I am really sharing a working scheme, something that is truly needed by all of you. Do not just sit on OTS pairs, which will drain your account, and not with those people who run their signal groups trading on OTS pairs. Please do not be misled by such people, because OTS pairs are exchange pairs from Pocket Option itself. On them, it can be said, it's a simple casino. Therefore, it's better to trade on non-test pairs, either with me or with those who truly show, teach you, and trade on non-test pairs. Now let's move on to the 1-minute candles. As we can see, the 5-minute candle has already turned towards the bull, so here we will again be aiming for an increase. As we can see, there are two bearish candles. Now we have a bullish candle, and again let's aim for an increase here. I have $93, I will take $43 here, divide it by 2 and open 2 trades for 2 minutes and for 3 minutes, aiming for an increase. But I will skip this moment a bit, so let's skip this moment so you won't be waiting. Well, our second trade is still active. There are 10 seconds left on it. The first trade here has passed, so we already have $90 in balance. We should also get a profit from this trade. There are 3 seconds left. We made a profit, it was very close, but we still got a profit of $129.98 in our balance. We have stands in our balance. And now we have a moment. As usually happens in a flat market when the maximum is broken, there are many such situations. Right now, as we can see, there are 5-minute charts with pullbacks. I have already mentioned this. And here, we have minute charts as well. Look, on the minute charts we confirm the switches, and here we open specifically for short-term trades. Here we see that there are 2 bearish candles. Then a small price compensation occurs. Again 2 bearish candles. And now it is trying to return to an upward trend. Therefore, it is better for us to wait and see what kind of candle we will have. We need to wait for one of the volume candles because it is difficult to bounce in one direction here. That's why here, when the maximum is broken or we are in a flat market, it returns back to its flat situation right here. In such situations, we need to be careful because near the maximums and minimums, complete nonsense happens. I don't know what is going on here. Therefore, we never rush here. We only open based on the candles and observe what kind of candles are forming here. So here, let me go ahead and set $98, $99.98 in advance. And right now, for now, it seems like we should go for a downward position. Any movement can happen right on the trend now, so we are waiting for the moment when the candle either sharply goes up or sharply goes down. If it does go down now, then we will add to our downward position. If not, and that situation doesn't occur, then we will take a position back up. As we can see, we have formed a small bearish candle again. This is the 3rd consecutive bearish candle, but we still are not rushing. We are waiting for the moment because we do not want to take any losses here. We only want to gain profits. And what? I'll do it this way. I'll make it a bit tougher. I don't know why I have only a maximum of $50 here. So let's refresh the page again. As I said, pocket option is lagging today. Now it can be 129. 129. I will bet dollars. So I divide by 2, $64.99. Okay. And by the way, all my lines have disappeared, but they can be restored like this. Yes, they can be restored this way. So I deleted the wrong line. Well, that's okay, nothing serious. I'll just move this one a bit like this. Let it be like that. And what do we see? We see another small bearish candle. It already has a pullback. It really doesn't want to go to our line. Let's even set it exactly as it was at the minimum. And I placed it just like that. As we can see, it stands here. That is, there were no such positions here before. As soon as it entered the flat, it placed it right here at the pullback. Therefore, now I have also opened the 5-minute interval. It's good that I opened it because I see that a hammer has formed here. So we will try to bounce off the hammer now. Shooting star. Let's try to bounce off it. I'm taking the first trade for 2 minutes down here for $65. Not too little though. And we still have the same amount left. Now we will try to definitely add to the downside. So we are waiting now. We will be moving from the hammer here. We noticed it from our shooting star on the 5-minute interval. This is one of the patterns. So now we are just waiting again. I am speeding up this moment again. There is 1 minute and 5 seconds left on our trade, so I am pausing the acceleration and adding another trade here for 3 minutes down. Now I am speeding up this moment again. There are 3 seconds left on our trade, and unfortunately we are getting a loss, but it is closing very close. In any case, we received a profit of $120 on our first trade that we opened a bit higher. So now I will try to open again with $60. I will try to open for an increase. As you can see, it is reaching our first minimum again, where it set this line, and it is trying to bounce back up from it. So I am taking it for an increase from 1 minute to 2 minutes. I am taking 2 such trades of $60 going for the maximum, and it should definitely go through 100% here. I don't think it will turn sharply, so I am just skipping this moment so you don't wait. And we are already expecting 2 profits. Our trades have 30 seconds left, and I decided to pause a bit at this moment, so now we will watch the trend. Again, the candles, and we will try to open for an increase right now. I will take the first trade here for $50. Let's take it for 2 minutes. I think there will be a slight pullback from us now. I am afraid that will happen, so I will take it for 2 minutes rather than 1 minute. And we are also taking the lower trade of $60 now. Plus 2 profits, as I said. We will definitely take 100% here. And we have taken them. $174 in balance, plus $50 is already active in our trade here. Let's take 74, although no, why not? I will do it this way, dividing $174 by 2, which is 87. Let's also add 80 cents down here for 2 minutes for an increase. And let's try to use the remaining 87 for an increase as well. We will just wait for this candle, which is currently active. Let's see how it behaves until the end. And after forms, we will take another trade. Here I am adding for an increase for 3 minutes. It gave a very good pullback, so I am taking it here for 3 minutes, and I am also speeding up this moment so you don't have to wait. Well, we have $50 passing. Our active trade just went through with a balance of $93, and we have 2 active trades, one of which is nearing its end, which is a 2-minute trade for 87. Here it is. As I said, when we opened the trade here for $50, one of the candles would likely have a pullback. As we can see, there was indeed a pullback. Why could I guess this? Because pullbacks are possible here in any case. I thought it would happen after this candle, but as we can see, it occurred on this candle. Because our first minimum line is close here and the price is going down, up, we should be cautious at this moment. Here, I think the trend will calmly break through upwards, going higher and higher, and it will return more precisely to our flat. Therefore, we will just calmly add for an increase here. Our main goal in this video is to reach a balance of $500. We have $254, $87 has passed, 54, $87 have passed. The second trade for $87 is still active, but I think it will be added to right now. Let me add here $54.09 in this way for 1 minute, although no, it should have been for 2 minutes. I'm a bit rushed, but I think it should go through here even for a minute, so it's not a big deal. So let's set the timer for 2 minutes, $75. Also, I will prepare for our next trade in the meantime. We have 12 seconds left on our lower trade, but it should definitely go through here, $87. It would also be great to get $160 on the balance now. So it seems we will have a loss on the minute trades here. Well, that's okay. Now, let's place $61 for 2 minutes here for an increase and add that. I will add another $100. Let's add it for 2 minutes as well. Let the timer run for now. I will probably find a lower position and base my actions on it. $54 was indeed very close to our winning position. Yes, as we can see, it was just a little short. Even if I had opened here just a second later, we could have made a profit, but in the end, we are at a loss. It closed very close. I just showed you everything on a 5-second interval. But in any case, our balance is already great, very good. The main thing now is to get one more additional profit, and I will do it this way. I will probably open like this for a minute. It's very risky right now. It will just be a yes or no here. Well, as you can see, we are getting a very strong pullback so far on the switch, 5 seconds, but it is closing, of course, not in our favor. Therefore, the video will be a bit delayed for us, but I am also speeding up this moment so you can skip it. Well, we have 10 seconds left, already 5 seconds of our last trade here for an increase. We incurred a loss on the trade of $100 and $61. I couldn't predict that the candle would sharply reverse. Here we will have a large candlestick, so such moments are difficult to predict and generally impossible. So now I will open up with just one trade of $200. This is certainly a bit risky. Not just a bit, but quite risky. I want to open for 2 minutes here, but the position is certainly very high. Let's at least open here, a little lower. Try to catch this moment, and I'm speeding it up. Let's try to take a profit from this now. And well, friends, let's pause this accelerated moment. We have 20 seconds left on the trade, and now we have a very exciting moment. Whether it's a profit or a loss, it doesn't really matter to me anymore, because after this trade, I think I'll stop. After all, in this video, I showed you how to analyze as well as how to trade in a flat market, and I really demonstrated, so to speak, how I can be like a fortune teller, because I predicted how the trend behaves here. By the way, I made a profit on our last trade of $200 with a balance of $372. It could have been $600 even, but at this moment I couldn't read the situation. As you can see, there was a sharp price pullback, then we had a large candlestick, so we just weren't lucky with our 2 trades here. But overall, I really liked the result. As you can see, everything turned out beautifully, and we can basically wrap it up. The only disappointing thing is that these 3 trades closed. Well, in general, let's say it was unsuccessful, because those same $54 closed with a difference of 3 points. No, you remember the moment here. You can rewind literally by a minute. Here you will see that if we had opened a couple of seconds later, we would have made a profit. And for these trades too, as you can see, a sharp start just took us out, so we couldn't make a profit on them. But in any case, I have already increased my deposit from $50 to $372. Well, we can basically finish here. So here is my entire analysis, how I traded here. You can do the same, it's not difficult. Even if you are watching my videos for the first time, if you are new to trading and don't know how to trade here, I will tell you right away that the results will not come immediately. Maybe not in a week, maybe not in a month, but in any case, if you don't stop and keep trying, you will have a new opportunity in life to finally earn well and achieve a stable income. Well, that's all from me. Watch my other videos, they are very useful. So join my main group, and those who want to work with me join our VIP team. The conditions are very simple. You can listen to them again at the beginning of the video or read them in my main group. And by the way, we have a team meeting today. Don't know if I will manage to upload this video before the live stream in the main group. Yes, you heard it right. Those who already watch me know that I have an online stream in my team, but today I decided to hold it in the main group. Therefore, if any of you manage to watch this video before the live stream starts, I recommend joining the main group right now and being ready for the stream. So, during the stream we will try to balance things out, aiming to get several dozen wins in a row, but that's also a fairy tale, of course. In any case, I will try to show you a really cool analysis and good trading. Well, this was Trader Real. Thank you all once again for watching this video. Goodbye.